Welcome. You are listening to the Build and Shred Academy podcast. So thank you so much for coming in. This is Greg again. He is in the house.
Thanks, Turner. Thanks for having me back.
Was the traffic this bad this time?
It wasn't as bad this time.
No? Okay. So we're here today and we're going to be talking about health and happiness. And we're also going to be talking about this awesome new gear you guys coming out. I can see you got some gas stuff, some Better Body stuff. I actually was looking at the Instagram and I saw that this was coming out soon, and it's out now, right?
It's out.
Oh my god. And you also you had a anniversary for Destination Dallas, your gym here in Dallas.
Yeah. So we just had the 4th anniversary of Destination.
Okay.
It was awesome. We throw a huge party every year. So we do a week-long open house event. So nobody pays anything for 7 days.
Yeah.
We fly people in. We serve food.
For Sweden?
We've got some Swedes in, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got some Swedes in. We got a lot of the athlete team from around the country comes in. You know, we shoot videos and film and have a good time.
All right.
Yeah. So 4 years. It's amazing. It's been 4 years, but it's.
So to you personally, does it feel like it was a long time or short?
No, it feels very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm coming up on 10 years in the gym business, which is freaking crazy.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. You're like, oh, I started it what year, and then you're like, oh damn.
Yeah. I mean, man, I should be good at this by now.
Yeah. Right. You can push ups now too.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about the product you guys coming out. I love everything about it. I'm
cool.
excited to wear it.
Yeah, I brought some of the brand new stuff. These recent release, this is called the Astoria Curve Tights. Some of the most popular tights we've ever come out with, and we've had some really popular tights over the years. So if you're listening and you can't see me, this females tights. This is what's called seamless, so super popular nowadays in the fitness world. They're more so popular for their comfort than for any kind of performance. But if your ass doesn't look good in these, your ass is not going to look good. So
straight up. Okay.
So get you a pair of these, girls,
right.
And they're on one of our opening price points, which is always fun. So they're like $50. Most of our stuff is north of 100. So a great pair of tights.
Okay, right on.
Yeah, and then Better Buddies Men. This is a sick new cut.
Sick new cut,
so gnarly. Your muscles look so gnarly.
Yeah.
It's a sleeveless camo. In the last time I was on, we talked about camo. It's going to be hot for the next 2 years.
So if you're watching this, this is what it looks like. The back, the front.
Yeah, so
it's kind of longer than regular tees. So I like that kind of.
Yeah, that's the style, you know. So it's got some length to it. It's a little baggier in the bottom. So really cool on-trend look here.
Okay.
This is part of what's called the Harlem capsule collection that we have. So we have a few items that are kind of named after that Harlem swag.
Man, you know your names and stories.
Yeah,
there's a lot behind. There's a lot of stuff behind clothing.
It's deep, bro. I mean, you can't just put out a T-shirt nowadays.
Hey, you want to buy this? You want to buy this?
Yeah. Too many people are just screen printing T-shirts and think it's going to work out. But
well, I've had my fair share of sponsorships from racing, motocross, and surf, and I've really enjoyed wearing every single clothing. That even though before I even was on with you guys, I really enjoyed it. So I'm excited to be able to wear this stuff.
Yeah, thanks, man. I mean, it's really fun to take it from the story phase to fitting it on athletes to testing the samples to bringing it live. So
I'm sure that's a journey.
It's rewarding to see it. To see the Instagram posts start to go up. It's really cool to be like, I helped make that.
Mm-hmm. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I've just like people you help like in the gym. The only way I'm able to experience that or relate is the transformation, the stuff, the like long journey of like your journeys of the testing out the product and how it works. And mine was going through the process of beating somebody down to build them up. And it's cool to see them really put that photo up that they were really embarrassed to put up next to their transformations. So I know exactly what you mean. It's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. It is.
So tell me about these shorts.
Yeah, so I bought a pair of the Gasp. This is from the Throwback collection. I brought these in particular because this slub material, it's like sweatpants 2.0. It's super comfortable, really durable, but it's a little better with moisture, and it just looks cool.
So this is for Gasp.
Yeah,
this is for the Gasp line.
Yeah, so I explained in the last one, but if you guys didn't catch me in the last interview, we've got two brands. One's Better Bodies, it's men's and women's.
Yeah.
And then the other one is Gasp, men's only. So it's kind of a tougher, understated brand.
Okay, I'll include that in the show notes. So
cool.
people can look at the other podcast video, YouTube video, and stuff to kind of get the understanding of that. That's awesome clothing, man. So all this stuff is out right now?
Yeah, it's all out.
Currently, right now. Okay, cool. So they can buy it online and in store here in Plano, Texas at Destination.
Yeah, we sell clothes in 55 countries, so no matter where you are, chances are you can get your hands on some gas.
Dude, definitely. 55 countries.
Yeah. And
I'm just here in Dallas.
Yeah, you're right by the source, so like
I'm lucky.
Yeah,
I can go and try it on.
Exactly.
That's cool, man. So that's good stuff. Let's go ahead and go on to the topic about health and happiness that we're going to talk about today. So
cool.
I'll go ahead and go to the next slide.
I put you in the presentation here.
Yeah, look at that. That's back in the day when I was building out my gym here in Dallas.
That's back when you still had a wall in the middle.
Yeah.
Time flies, man.
Yeah, I know, right? So, hi, I'm Greg.
Yeah.
So he brought this presentation in. He trying to one-up me from last time we did this podcast YouTube video.
Yeah, so I'm working on, I don't have really the time to focus on it now, but I have, ambitions down the road, to be able to speak to companies about health and wellness. So this is kind of like the background.
You practice.
Yeah,
right.
I'm practicing.
You're practicing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we're live right now practicing.
Yeah, live practice.
All right, so let's go ahead and practice.
Yeah, no. So it fits with my personal mission and our company mission, and that's to transform the world with fitness. I think we talked about it in the last podcast, but if you change one life, negativity spreads so quickly, but so does positivity. So we were joking last time about, you wake up and you feel like shit, and you go to a job you hate, and then you flip someone off in traffic, and that person goes and spreads the anger. But if you can, more people that are feeling better, are more productive, doing things they enjoy, it's not only does it make us more productive, but happier.
Yeah, a prime example. It's funny you brought that up, and I don't know why it just ignited in my head. My admin just told me we got a wonderful email this morning about transforming someone's life on Build and Shred. They said that the messages that come across so positive and all about making yourself extraordinary versus just average. They said that they're going to go on and just tell everybody in the world they can't just shout on top of the mountaintop, and I thought that was the coolest thing. It's exactly what you're talking about with positivity. Spreads just as fast as negativity. Yeah,
and it's much better to get that positive force flowing through the world.
Yeah. So we both have obviously the same type of morals when it comes to that. So that's cool. Man.
Yeah, and we were talking about purpose the last time I was on, and then me and you were chit-chatting after it was over, and I think we were kind of saying, I think part of your purpose is helping people.
Yeah.
It's like every project I've worked with you on, it's usually related to helping people one way or another.
Always.
So that's really cool.
Yeah. So tell me about what this slideshow you have here.
Yeah, so we can skip ahead a little bit.
All right, go to the next one.
Yeah, sure.
Objective.
So, the objective of this presentation is, to let people know that they're in control of their health. Some people are kind of victims of their lifestyle, and that there's really an epidemic going on, and it's not just in the U.S., it's in the world, and that's with unwell workers. So we're all in the workforce, and there's I'll put the context into numbers here in a second, but there's more people that are unhappy because of their physical health, because of their mental health, because of the stress of modern society. So, and it's extremely expensive, and it's just not good for us. And help is on the way. The governments are realizing the costs associated with this, and are going to get more involved. Companies, are really going to be more involved in making happy workers. For now we're not quite there. Like, they're just kind of stumbling upon it. Some are better than others, but the days of at least in the U.S., sweatshops and tough labor is kind of coming to an end. So and then I have some tips in here about making lasting lifestyle change, which I felt was a great transition into what you offer, and all the great resources at Build and Shred.
It's always hard to make a lifestyle change when it's very drastic.
Yeah.
And that was always the steps and direction I always went in, because if you just drastically say, hey, go from eating a hamburger to eating extremely clean,
Yeah.
you're going to most likely rebel
Yeah.
and just end up flipping off everybody, and it's a negative thing. So I like to baby step into the lifestyle. So that's what the structure that I'm giving away. I don't have it up, but I'll have it in the show notes.
I mean, that's so perfect. Towards the end here, I have a slide called Start Small.
Yeah.
And talking about addressing unrealistic expectations. That's one of the main reasons people fail, is they expect something huge in a small amount of time. Doesn't happen. They get frustrated and they quit.
Yeah. Because they think there's that, what's that Office Max where they have that easy button?
Easy. That was easy.
Yeah. There's no such thing.
No.
No. So I'm going to go on to the next one, yeah?
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
One more.
No.
Yeah,
So this is I borrowed this slide from the Global Wellness Institute. They have a really cool report. They put it out each year. But so this is like kind of putting into context why we call this an epidemic. So there's 3.2 billion workers in the world.
Yeah.
So 3.2 billion in the workforce, and they're getting increasingly unwell. So really the only place they have great stats for, is in the United States, and it's estimated to cost us $2.2 trillion every year, which is 12% of our GDP. So it's really expensive, and those expenses come from chronic disease, which are preventable diseases related to obesity.
Mm-hmm.
1.1 trillion dollars, actually. 250 billion of cost related to work-related injuries and illnesses. $300 billion related to stress, and then $550 billion of disengagement at work.
You know, seeing this gets under my skin a little bit, because I know there's one solution. And the majority of people probably wouldn't understand until they're actually in the moment. It's fitness.
Yeah, take a walk.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I mean, because it's a domino effect. I always say that. It's a domino effect. You work out, you're going to release the hormones, you're going to get that feel-good hormone.
Yeah.
And then you're going to start feeling self-confident. And it's a dun all the way.
Yeah.
And a lot of this, not all of it, obviously there's some freak accidents and stuff at work and stuff, but a lot of it could be.
And most of it's preventable. It's, one of the some comedian ballsier than me needs to do something about making fun of fat people, because we're the only species that will actually eat ourselves to death.
No.
And that's embarrassing stat.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you don't see a gorilla like, bro, just put down the bananas, you're gonna die.
That's true. Yeah.
All right, skip ahead. So you seen the movie Office Space, right? Yeah. So this was related to the productivity slide. So he says, you see, Bob, it's not that I'm lazy. It says I just don't care. So, when you're unhealthy...
Doesn't it say I don't give a shit?
Yeah.
Or F?
No, he says I just don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He probably says it later on, because Peter Gibbons is a very unproductive worker, if you remember in the movie.
I love that. And I made me smile just looking at that photo.
Yeah, so that's a great movie about, unwell workers and, what life should not be like in work.
Yeah. It's because you just go in there and you're on Facebook all the time. And
yeah, he says, I generally come in at least 15 minutes late. He uses the side door so his boss doesn't see him. And he just stares at his desk because it looks like he's working. And then he does that for another hour after lunch. He says that in a given week, I probably only do about 15 minutes of real work.
I'm sure that's true in some workplaces, especially desk jobs and cubicles.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Oh. Terrible.
I sit at a desk a lot, but I make sure to.
You're not forced to sit at a desk.
No, that's true.
There's a difference.
Very much so.
Cool. Yeah. So there's a lot of popular health documentaries and stuff out right now. If you guys are Netflix fans, but they're all scratching at the same issue.
Did
and
you just ask if people were Netflix fans?
Yeah. Do I need that?
Everybody
yes.
is.
The most recent one, which is kind of like vegan propaganda, but I do think which is Health Inc. Have you seen that yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's obviously a very one-sided argument, but what I do think that the point they get across that's a good one is that we are trying to fix. Our whole medical system is aimed at fixing people that are already sick, and then nobody is really focusing on causation. Now they blame meat I think we should be a little more generic and blame lack of exercise and just lack of healthy eating.
Yep, for sure.
So
okay. You want me to go?
Yeah, obesity-related healthcare costs estimated $210 billion per year. Those are directly
avoidable costs just because people are
lazy.
Yeah,
I'll say it.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit. All right.
Yeah, one more.
Okay.
So help is on the way, but for now. So that's what I was kind of alluding to in the intro is, the costs are getting so astronomical that, the government is going to get involved. More governments around the world. This isn't just in the U.S. More companies are going to get involved. There's one really cool thing that is going on right now. And as a health professional, you'd like to know this, and any of you guys with gyms or training businesses would want to know this. It's called the FIT Act, and we proposed that you have $2,000 of fitness-related expenses that you can write off.
Okay. Right.
So if they're paying you for personal training services, they can put that in their income tax and get a discount.
Okay, and this is like trying to.
It's
pass
pending.
A bill?
Yeah, but they've got. It's cool though because never more so have Republicans and Democrats hated each other than right now.
Yeah.
But they both support this one.
Oh, really?
So if there's something that says
that's normal.
Yeah.
That's like weird.
So if there's something that says fitness can change the world, man, that's a sign.
Well, it would take a lot of money out of stuff that they don't need to be spending it on when people just simply go on a walk.
Yeah.
Just go on a walk.
Yeah.
That's that easy. This is kind of out there, but this is like a little futuristic. There's a picture of the Terminator, which is what everyone's scared of when we start talking about AI and automation entering the workforce.
Dude, you saw them shut down that program, right?
Yeah.
They have their own language and they shut it down.
Yeah.
That's
It's some
sketch.
iRobot stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of movies about it.
Yeah, they started talking like ones and zeros, but with words.
Yeah.
That's gnarly.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whether, hopefully in the best way, but AI is going to take away a lot of human jobs.
Yeah.
It's going to make new jobs too, though. So, but why I say this and why it relates to us is that to be valuable in relation, so a machine can't take your job, you have to be able to be creative. You have to be able to work in a group. You have to be able to have self-direction. And you can't do that stuff if you're freaking stressed and unhealthy.
You can't think straight.
No, you can go unhealthy to like an assembly line job and like pound widgets because it doesn't matter. Like you can just
think about that.
leave your mind. But those jobs are gonna go to machines.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be healthy and like creative and like, you can't be.
The only way I could relate to that is to say I'm human. I like to drink sometimes. So like if I like to go get hammered face and then I have to work the next day,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be creative.
No.
It's going to be a shit creative day.
A machine will definitely take your job.
Yeah, exactly. Like job's gone. So yeah, that.
Well, I don't know. There's like a point of diminished return there. Like sometimes when you drink, it actually you get more creative.
Oh, when you're drinking,
Yeah.
like you're writing notes down.
Yeah.
I've never had a beer and like made a program.
Let's do it one day.
Just get shit faced and
Yeah.
start writing programs.
Yeah.
I'm sure the exercise names we'll come up with are just
It'll be awesome.
okay. Okay. So next one.
Yeah. So, but it's
In the meantime, it's still up to you. Like the government's not going to save you. Your company's not going to save you. And even if they try to save you, there was a survey done, and 6 out of 10 people whose companies implemented wellness programs were like, they're just doing this to save money. Fuck them. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that like the employees see through it, like, oh, this is a corporate thing. I'm gonna still do my own thing. So, but through social media and people's realization that being healthier physically is better for their whole lives, that people are getting empowered and they're looking for solutions. So, be one of those people.
Okay.
And I'm only talking about kind of health and fitness, which is only a piece of generally being happy and well. I mean, there's a lot that goes into having a healthy life.
If you don't invest in yourself, dude, nothing's gonna fall in place. You can't expect a relationship like with your spouse or a girlfriend or boyfriend or a work relationship or project to just fall in place unless you are investing in yourself and you're happy.
Yeah.
You're in a happy state.
It's all like an ecosystem. Like you kind of got to keep, you need spiritual health, you need physical health, you need family and community health.
Yeah.
Like you have to exist and address all that stuff to stay happy.
Okay, next slide, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so
Time. That's, of people you've transformed, is there a bigger common excuse than you hear more than I don't have time?
I actually keep, those yellow, in your phone you have the notes.
Yeah.
I have a list for a rainy day.
Yeah.
If I'm feeling bad, just read this list.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's usually I don't have time.
Yeah.
I mean, I could go on and on, but there's some really, really funny ones, and some of them can't really say to the public because it's really inappropriate.
Yeah.
But the first one is I don't have time because of bullshit excuses.
And time, it's not that you don't have time, it's that
You're not prioritizing.
Exactly. you at that time something else is more important, and
Yeah.
you say that all day for 18
Like
hours,
Netflixing.
and you can't take 30 minutes 3 days a week to exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really just a matter of
pretty simple
priority.
Yeah.
But
Here,
check the next slide.
Okay.
So
Check
so exercise actually saves you time. So
no matter kind of what you do,
being healthy and exercising, it makes you more, it's proven, there's scientific studies that proves it makes you more productive and gives you better time management skills. It puts you in a better mood. I don't know about you, but I get way more done when I'm happy.
Bro, if I miss a day of workout, it's just, I'm gonna be real. I'm a pretty positive dude, but I'm weird if I don't work out. Or I have way too much energy, and I have ADHD like to the max.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that.
I can imagine that.
Yeah, so, I get it. I want to see that study you're talking about though.
So check this next slide out.
Okay.
Yeah, so this one is sweet. So look at this image. So this is 2 brain scans.
This activation?
Yeah.
Different types of
Yeah,
This is non?
So this is 2, they did this on both children and adults. After a 20-minute walk, look how much the brain is on.
Yeah. More coverage going on, activity. That's what the color.
Yeah, so they did all these tests. They had one group try these tests after sitting on their ass for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Then the other group took a 20-minute walk and did the same test.
Okay.
They had improved concentration, sharper memory, faster learning. Their minds had more stamina. Their creativity was better, and their stress was lower. So then there was a separate study by Stanford that said testing 30-minute bouts of exercise improved reaction and memory. So like if you were to play what's a game where you have to find the cards or whatever. Yeah. You take a 30-minute walk. Don't try to study it right before. The exercise and the increased endorphins and just brain activity is going to go up. You just move around.
So you can relate that to work activity, right?
Hell yeah. I mean, whatever you're about to do, it might take you half the time if you took a walk first.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It'll save you time.
Mm-hmm.
You're better off. Take a break during the day, even if it's just 30 minutes to an hour to move around. You'll get out of the office earlier.
You'll be more efficient, so you get the job done.
Yeah, whatever you had to do in 5 hours may take you 4 now.
Oh, look there! Look at that!
You just found an hour.
Look at that!
Yeah.
Look at that! Be Superman?
Yeah, one of the next excuses, or it's not an excuse actually, this one's legitimate, is not having enough support. So whether that's external or internal, but I'm under the impression that you need to build an internal support system. External is important too, but you, Turner, you're a strong person, strong-willed person. So more people need to develop that. Like you can't blame other people.
How do you think that they can do that though? You say that, but how? Right? So that would be, I think, if you don't have an answer.
Jamodi, right?
By the way, he's talking about just a matter of doing. I have a tattoo tomorrow. But like how investment into yourself, like spending time in the morning, like we talked about in the last podcast, getting with yourself and see what you need to grow, what you need, your relationship. How can I make that stronger to make you happy? And it's I think it's very important. You say that, but how do you like in short? How do you think that you can improve your encouragement for yourself?
I think for me, it's just built it up over time. Like you start to see results. Like it
doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah, when you start to exercise, it improves your life in different areas, and once you start to realize that, you gain confidence. So I think it's like you just got to take the first step.
Okay.
And no matter how hard that is, take the first one, and then the momentum will build.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to get more confident and stronger in yourself.
All right. Yeah. Yep.
And then there's you need people in your life that are going to help you. And I think both what we do for a living with gyms is important. Group exercise is proven to be more effective because you have accountability to those other people.
Extremely.
If 10 other people are expecting you to show up and you don't, you feel bad for you because you missed your workout that day, but you also feel bad because you weren't there with the team.
You missed out.
Yeah, so that's whether that's a physical group of people at a boot camp or a gym, or an online community.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just as well establish those relationships online.
I've actually have noticed. I've been in the offline business for a long time, and recently got online, and I've noticed that I had this huge community that you couldn't kill it if you tried.
Yeah.
And I was struggling with the online of it. But then I started building groups in private areas, and it's this crazy. Obviously, there's a farther reach about there in the world versus just here in Dallas. And it's crazy the accountability that have improved others, because they even said they got on there and said, I was motivated because you did it. You posted your before picture, and then we all kept that person accountable.
Yeah.
So the group thing is this. It works because you have the external, allies that you have here.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's one of the reasons people fall off is they don't build in accountability.
Mm-hmm.
So get yourself a team. Let some people count on you, and then you have that responsibility to yourself and to them.
Yep. So we have one more, don't we?
Yeah, this is the last one. So unrealistic expectations. I don't know if you guys
from
could
white
see.
to black. Is that what it means?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, but that's another reason people fail is because they get frustrated. So that's part of why I think what you're doing with Build and Shred is so important. You have to tell people what they can expect. You can't expect to go from obese to really ripped in six weeks.
Doesn't work.
All those fat burning ads are fake.
Yeah, the pills and all that crap. Yeah, it doesn't work.
I'm not going to link to the ones that I was in, but I had a 2 progress photos published in a magazine that was 2 years in between, and it said 42 days.
No way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So behind the scenes, I'm not going to tell on anybody.
Yeah.
But that's how it works.
Yeah.
So
they'll do anything to sell something.
Yeah, and the magic pill, everyone's still looking for it, but it's not there. You just need to move around and eat less.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
On this topic, do you have anything else you want to say about?
No, I don't think so. It's.
I think you should say get your ass up and do some work.
Yeah, go take a walk.
Yeah, go walk.
Yeah,
activate that.
And then
put some colors in it.
Yeah, and don't carb up for it. Just go walk now.
You don't need a bunch of candy and Coke and all that jazz to do. Well, I think that this is awesome. The new products that are coming out. I'm excited to put some of this stuff on myself.
Good, man.
When we leave this room. Also, guys, I'll put it in the show notes where to get this stuff, where to buy it, the links and stuff. You can buy it online just as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, I'll have a link on there for the blueprint transformation that you can get from Build and Shred Academy. So you can transform your life, slowly. Remember, just like Greg said, it's a process. It doesn't happen overnight. There's no that was easy.
Yeah. And you don't want it to be done. I mean, that's the fun part. Once you get into it, it's the best part of your day.
That's a good journey. And you meet a lot of cool people, though.
For sure.
Through the journey.
The gym is like the bar for me.
Yeah.
It's where you go to hang out, but everyone's there to get better, not to drink their sorrows away.
drown their sins and sorrows in alcohol. Well, thank you so much for coming in today, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Turner.
All right, we'll probably be having you back on next month, like always.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, we'll see you guys later.
Thanks
for
guys.
watching.